Welcome to Red Star Raceway, ladies and gentlemen, 80 kilometers just outside Josie. This is Bridgestone BMW Club Series Racing.
My name is Bernard de Gavin, and with me is Vic Pardal in the studio.
We got an assortment of BMW race cars on the track, E36s, E46s, and a bit of something special all the way back to 1950X.
Yes, we've got the Batmobile, the Pablo Koch Batmobile. But first, we'd just like to take this moment to thank a stalwart in motorsport, Wally Pappas. He was with BMW Car Club for the last 17 years, helping throughout all these years. May you rest in peace, Wally Pappas.
Back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the fastest cars with a BMW badge embossed in the front.
Yes, here we have old Nick Macris. It makes a return to the racing series. He's been away for about just over a year, fixing up the car. It's looking wonderful.
So who do you think is going to take the first and the second position out of the cars on the screen?
Well, obviously we've got Adrian Dalton in his A-Class car. He should be up there all the time. Unfortunately, not too many A-Class cars.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that is a 51-year-old Batmobile, probably driven by the famous Jackie Schechter.
And owned by Pablo Koch, run by Evolution 2. It's a beautiful turned out car.
I see there's a lot of strong E46s, but in the mix, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Andreas in the E36, aka the German.
And you've got to get it right, it's the E36 STC, according to him.
Oh, showing us that money, man.
So in first, we've got Class A, Adrian Dalton. And first, Class B, Andreas Meyer, followed by the newcomer, Jagger Robertson, 15 years old.
Adrian, congratulations, pole position. How are you feeling?
Not 100% happy. I did a faster time in warm-up on old tyres, so I expected quite a bit of a better time, but the traffic was hectic. I went out a bit late and I couldn't get myself into a clean spot, but I did what I could with what I had, with the traffic, yeah.
Do you think the heat has had anything to do with that?
Yeah, I'm sure, 100%, you may be right. It probably plays a bit of a role, but not as much as that, you know. It should have been a little bit better than that.
Well, you've got a clean start for the race. You're going to keep it that way?
Yes, yeah, I'll try and do a nice of one or two flyers in the beginning and see what it's capable of.
Jackie, not the qualifying I expected, I don't think. What happened?
I'm here just for fun, and here to help entertain our partners, with NGK, AutoZone and Nicomani, with Papa Clark Racing and Evolution 2 Motorsport. We are for a good time to support the BMW Club and just here to showcase the old BMW, like the Batmobile. It's part of history, it's a classic thing to come and enjoy ourselves, especially through difficult times right now. So grateful for the experience and for everybody to keep things going and enjoy the racetrack and enjoy life and everything.
Well, Andreas, great qualifying out there, pole position, Class B. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. That's the quickest lap time I ever did on this track. Nearly a second faster than before. So we improved the car a lot. We changed a lot of things, setup, aero, and but engine untouched, everything else is untouched. I'm happy. I'm just happy. I can go home now, or I can have some beer.
Or you can race.
I think I will race, yes, for sure.
Do you think you can get anything more out of the car?
I had two cars to overtake, so the lap time should be half a second quicker still. But then I'm at breakout, very close.
So you've got to be very careful there. Jago, great session out there, pole position, Class B. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very good. I had a very good qualifying. Got here early this morning, got out first just to warm the car up, made sure everything was perfect. Went out for qualifying, had a very good qualifying to qualify second in class. It's pretty decent. Got caught behind one or two back markers on the flyer, so it could have been a little bit better, but overall happy with the result.
Car's feeling good. What's your plan for the race?
Plan for the race is just to finish. It's the first time out in this car, so just to roll as much points as we need to, and to finish is the biggest point.
As always, mad amount of action taking place in the middle of the pack in the Class C boys. Coming up first place and on the top of the mix was
Matthew Wadley in his E36 M3. Second was Troy Cochran and Sean Lamprecht in third in a 318 Turbo.
Got to give it up to Sean, man. He's a former drifter. He knows how to pedal the E36 through the corners.
And here we have Class D. Up front we got Neil Reynolds, also in an E36 M3.
Good looking car, man. Making that look fresh as he takes the corners.
And second place, William Einkamera in his rental. Third was Shane Grobler in an E30.
Great session out there, pole position for Class D. How are you feeling?
It's feeling good. Everything feels good. Track feels nice and grippy, so yeah, feels good out there.
What does it feel like to be racing again?
That's awesome. It's been very long time sitting at home just watching old TV programs.
So it's good to be back on the track and seeing everybody. How do you feel about the race?
Well, let's hope everything goes smoothly and everything stays together, nothing breaks, and nobody prangs. So let's hope that it's a nice, clean race.
And in first place, Class E, we've got Nicholas Herbst, who will be sharing the car with his son. His son will race in race 2. Second, we've got Nicholas Fischer. And in third, we've got Bertie Rietveld. Fourth, we've got a newcomer, Thomas Potgieter, first time out in the X-Championship winning car from 2020. Fifth, we've got Manny Ribeiro back in the club taxi, and Mark Robler in a new car.
One of the reasons Bridgestone BMW Club Racing gets so much support is because there's usually 30 plus competitors battling it out on the racetrack.
Yeah, we've got, like you said earlier, a whole bunch of E30s, E36s, E46s. We've even got a brand new M4 F82.
Yeah, man, you got to have all sorts. Just look at how powerful that image looks on screen. Whole bunch of BMWs battling it out for that first corner.
And yeah, they go. Adrian Dalton, he gets the whole shot. He's in front, obviously with that turbo power. He's probably going to run away.
You got to love that E36 of German paying tribute to the touring days of the 90s.
Yeah, that's the original STC chassis from 94, piloted by Dion Jobert back in the day.
What an epic piece of history racing around the track here at Red Star Raceway.
And yeah, we're following Jan Everstein, another stalwart. He won his championships in 2018.
Ain't nothing better than a little bit of onboard footage.
Yeah, we go live with Lyle Ramsey in his E36 325i.
Just listen to the German power plant scream as he hits down the straight.
Yes, that's a newly developed car. During the off-season, he redid this entire car. Came out beautifully. He's having a good fight here with Trevor Long.
That's the thing, man. No matter what class you find yourself in, you're gonna find yourself a battle within the race.
Yeah, and here we have it. Jagger Robertson, like I said, 15 years old. He's trying to give the Germans some lessons.
Believe it or not, man, showing the old school boys how it's done. 15 years strong. PlayStation paid off.
Nah, I think he did a lot of karting and a lot of Onyx Legends back in his day.
Yeah, I gotta give it up to the Robertson family, Big Boss Auto and that whole crew, the Hille entire family been involved in racing since I can remember, bro. They are a dedicated race family.
And yeah, we see them going into the back straight along the M12 highway towards Witbank. Hopefully they're gonna make that last corner.
This is what's brewing up here. There's a serious battle for third place, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we got the Sav Speed boys, Salvi Galtieri in the red car and Carlo Garbini in the black car, chasing after Jan Everstein.
This is what makes BMW club racing super exciting, is that within each class, like I said before, there's a battle, man. You're going to find a race and there's going to be some rubbing and tubbing.
Yeah, as we see those two turbos, they're chasing after those three S54 BMWs that's in front of them.
So basically a normally aspirated car is holding a turbo car at bay.
Correct. Yeah, we go back to Class E. Bertie Rietveld, number 62, trying to hold back the new guy, Thomas Potgieter. As you can see, he's got his little candy stick at the back there. It's his first race.
I like that. Big brass bells, man, giving the old school boys a run for their money.
And here we have Nicholas van Zyl battling a bit. He's overtaking his ex-championship winning car from last year. He's now in a new E36 Turbo, but he had clutch issues the whole weekend.
So tell us a little bit about classes. How do the classes work?
Well, they are time-based, so if you break out of a certain class, then you have to move up to that class. So say, for example, Class E, they've got a certain time. If they go faster than that time, they'll have to go up to Class D.
It doesn't matter what car you're running in that class. You could have a turbo rear-wheel drive or a normally aspirated drive. It all depends on what is the final lap time that you're crossing through.
Correct. It's as fast as you can go, and then you move up into the classes. So generally, guys starting Class E, they improve, they develop the cars, and they move up, and they go into the higher classes.
So basically, you could also have a big wing and you be in the Class E.
Yeah, all classes, they love the big wings. There we have Jagger's wing not helping him too much. He went off farming a bit there.
So tell us a little bit about the middle of the pack and closer towards the end of the pack.
Yeah, we're sitting now at the back of Class C. Fabio Fedetto in that beautiful F82 M4, followed by the leader of Class D, Neil Reynolds, and William Einkammer in the E46 330.
So B, if you're starting out in Bridgestone BMW Club Series, how modified does your car have to be?
Well, obviously you need to have your roll cage and suspension and brakes and semi-slick tires. We run Bridgestone semi-slick tires on four of the classes. Unfortunately, Class A, they need to run full slicks.
Wow. Once again, man, the battle of the Italian stallions, boys. These boys are still at it. Salvi trying to get in the front of the black E46 Turbo.
Yeah, that's Carlo Garbini, the coffee man, as we all call him.
I just want to say this again. That normally aspirated four-pipe is holding down the turbos. I'm just pointing out the obvious here.
Yeah, as they're chasing down that short back straight towards the hairpin at the bottom of the track. Let's see if they can get past him. Carlo's right there behind Jan.
Yeah, no, Carlo's trying, homie. Carlo's trying absolutely everything he read and unread in textbooks in years gone by. But that normally aspirated E46 piloted by Jan, he's holding him down, defensive line all the way into the corner, out the corner. He's keeping those turbocharged BMWs at bay.
Yeah, this is a tricky part of the track here, very tight and twisty.
Just listen to the epic sound of those German motor power plants. Jan doing absolutely everything to try and keep the Sav Speed boys at bay.
And he's doing a sterling job at that, I must say.
And just look at Salvi, man. He's sitting in the back patiently waiting to pounce on the two competitors in front of him. Not to just overtake Carlo, but possibly get in front of Jan as well.
And here comes Carlo. I wonder if he'll be able to outbrake Jan into the last corner here of the long straight.
I'm keeping my eye on Salvi at the back, man. He's sitting there in his Italian cabeza and trying to put some figures down how he's going to overtake the boys in front.
Oh, we've got a problem here. We've got a problem. The Batmobile seems to be slowing down drastically.
51 years old, what do you expect? You're going to have a hip replacement somewhere. I'm not even talking about the driver. Unfortunately for the Batmobile, the diff decided to press the exit button, son.
Unfortunately, that's Jackie Schechter out of the race. And here we have a nice E30. Vic, you love your E30s, don't you?
I know why there's not enough E30s racing, because we've used them all up for spinning. But you got to give respect for the iconic 80s and 90s E30 box shape.
Yeah, true. But now we're running E36s and we have a lekker job.
Tell me, why do you run E36s and why are they so popular in the Bridgestone BMW Club racing?
Well, I suppose they're reasonably priced. We can get parts and, you know, they're available. They're starting to become a bit more scarce, especially the motors. Your S50s, S54s are becoming a bit more scarce.
No, it's because you guys just want to pilot the M3s all day. You know, there's a powerful 328 that does just as good.
Those 3.8 turbos are also very strong.
Back to the battle, Jan, man. He's holding Carlo behind him. Salvi once again in the mix. These oaks have been battling the yilla race.
And there's Carlo trying again, but I think Jan's got that line covered.
Jan is feeling immense heat, and it's not coming from the engine bay, it's coming from the rear end of his bumper, because these two boys, they're hungry, they're looking, they're trying to force him into any little mistake.
Those eyes of Carlo's cars actually look quite menacing coming up behind you, I must say. And here we have our Tourings coming around the track. We've got two Tourings in the club.
Unfortunately for Jonathan Matos, he had to slow down, started having some mechanical issues, forcing him out of the race.
And there goes Manny in the club taxi, beautiful turned out little car.
Back to the epic battle for that third place in Class B. Jan still managing to hold Carlo at bay. Salvi still looking for his opportunity to make do and overtake some of the competitors in front.
Yeah, Salvi's trying his best there, but he's battling to get past. That's a beautiful car. He's got an original Ferrari red paint scheme on that car.
All the way from Italy, ne?
That's correct, sir.
Just look at that M4. It's not every day you see an M4 getting mixed up in a whole bunch of E36 and E30 battles.
And here's your love passion, your E30.
Gotta love a box, man. Gotta love a box.
That's actually got a 330 motor in there, running pretty well.
M4, tell us a little bit more about the stripping down of this M4.
Well, that M4 had a bit of issues at Carl Army once, was rebuilt, then stripped, and now it's a race car.
So what started its life out as a normal road car, delivering him to Santon and back, is now...
oh, there's issues here.
Yeah, Senor Coffee Man, you spilling, Baba, you spilling onto the grass.
But he's managed to get past Jan. He's overshot there, but he's held his line and he got past Jan. But I think Salvi's gone. Salvi's also gone.
I saw some smoke coming out of the rear end of Salvi's car, possibly mechanical trigonometry.
But you've missed this pass. Jan managed to get past the coffee man again.
Yeah, that guy should have gotten driver of the day. That's my personal opinion, man. It's really hard to get or keep competitive drivers at bay.
And here we're going to go now onto that long back straight. I wonder if Carlo will be able to catch Jan Everstein going up that long highway.
Well, if he doesn't catch him, he's definitely going to try and outbrake him on the next corner.
And he's catching him. Is he going to outbrake him?
Ooh, on the outside, I don't know so much. Nope, Jan once again manages to keep him in the rear.
A little bit of farming, now he's lost a lot of pace. William Uncomer, he's out. Something's wrong with his car. What's happened? Maybe he'll get back on track, I don't know.
Troy Cochrane, man, I got to give it up to Troy. One of the sexiest looking color schemes on track.
Yeah, he's just behind Matthew Wadley. That man has developed that car so nicely over the years and is ever improving.
Salvi looks, like I said earlier, man, he's run into some technical difficulties. His car is slowing down. He's being caught up by Class C.
And I think they're going to overtake him very soon down the main straight.
Just trying to maximum points, trying to stay on the track, finish the race, get points.
Yes, I think that's his strategy. As we also see now, Osbio Jones is starting to catch Salvi also for Class B.
Looking clean and smooth through the first corners.
Back to Class E, we got Bertie Rietveld, followed by Han van der Merwe and the new guy, Thomas Potgieter. Bertie's going a bit farming there, but I think he's going to hold the line. Is he going to hold that line? Looks like it.
The leader of Class A, Adrian Dalton, catching up to the back markers in that infamous E46 CSL turbocharged.
But it doesn't look like they've seen him because they're now holding him up. But I think he'll make mincemeat out of Class E now. There we go.
And he's putting more traffic between him and second place competitors. What a beautiful looking car. I can't believe he stripped a BMW CSL and turned it into a circuit car.
It's a beautiful car.
Salvi still manages to stay on track, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to maximize those points.
Nick is now pressurizing Oz. I think Oz also has some issues with that S54 E46 M3.
You gotta love the way an E46 two-door M3 just looks on track, man.
Yeah, it's a solid looking car. It's beautiful. That's the pull man holding back Nick. Is he catching Salvi? I think that they must have issues.
Good battle though, man. Tight is right all day. Don't let anybody like you.
Jan stopped. I think he's got some electrical issues with his car.
So sad to see Jan off track after the epic battle of holding Carlo and Salvi behind him. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, Class C is starting to mix it up with the Class B drivers.
Yeah, that's Nick Macros. He's in third. Look at those flames coming out of his bonnet. That's awesome.
Wings, baby, wings. You measure how fast your car is by the size of the wing. Nice little battle through the corners, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said earlier, E46 is making 4 great donor cars.
Blue flag's out again. Here comes Adrian Dalton. He's out. He's catching the taxi now. Will Manny give way? I'm sure Manny's got lots of experience. He'll give way. But Manny's also very canny. Just keep an eye on Manny. He's going to try and follow the Class A car and try and steal some places here. Will he do it? Andrews.
Yeah, makes the move, man.
That's it. He's passed.
Makes the move, ladies and gentlemen, making sure he uses all the chess pieces on the racetrack to his advantage.
And here we're back with the German. First in Class B and second in the race.
Gotta love that car, man. He's invested a small fortune into the goodies of that car.
Talk about wings. Look at that diffuser.
Nah, I'm still a wing guy, bro.
Bertie Rietveld giving way to the German. Is Thomas Potgieter going to get past him though? No. And here we go for a battle between Class C and D. Renee Smith battling the whole weekend. He's got Alan Hilligan right up his bumper.
It's nice to see some of the slower cars also getting mixed up in battles further down the track.
Yeah, but now I think Renee will have a little bit more pace with his turbo, whereas Alan is a naturally aspirated S54 motor.
But it just shows not all the turbo cars are leading the front of the pack, man. The normally aspirated cars are getting in the mix. Cars are set up properly, making sure they maximize the corner speeds in and out.
True, you need to set up your car properly. Here we're back at Class C. Lyle Ramsey followed by Trevor Long in the roof surgeon car. Trevor Long, a stalwart in the series, returned a few years ago after a back operation. Will he be able to catch a youngster who came from VW Challenge?
I see you importing your next talented drivers out here.
Yeah, we love the German makes. That's myself getting lapped by Adrian Dalton.
You look good while you're getting lapped.
Yeah, see my small wing.
Yeah, that's why you're getting lapped, because you got a small wing. Adrian Dalton, man, doing what he does best, ladies and gentlemen, overtaking and taking the checkered flag for Class A, number 1.
Well done, Adrian.
Just look at how insane that car looks on track. Check it you in the back with a small wing. Just there's no comparison, man.
And yeah, we have Matthew Wadley. He came first in Class C, followed by Jonathan Matos in his A-Ling Touring. Second in Class C, looks A-Ling as well, Troy Cochran. So in Class A, only one finisher, Adrian Dalton.
And in first spot, man, the German Andreas takes top honors. Second place, Jagger. And third place, Carlo.
Jan, not the best race one for you. What happened?
No, well, initially I had a very good dice with the 2 Turbo boys in Class B, and I was defending heavily to keep them behind me, which worked well, and I think their tires went off at the end. And then suddenly in one turn, my car just died, and I couldn't get it started, and eventually it ended up being a relay on the kill switch. So yeah, a bit of bad luck there, but we're all ready now for second race, and advantage is I start at the front of B, so they have to pass me again, and I'll be defending again.
And in Class C, first Matthew Wadley, second Troy Cochran, third Nick Macris. Let's have a chat to Matthew Wadley and see what he had to say.
Matthew, great result there for race 1. Tell me about it.
Yeah, listen, we qualified first in class this morning, and luckily started off first in Class C in the first race. Had some good battles with the guys. Jackie Schechter in Class A, Oz from Class B. We had a good race with Troy, managed to keep him off for the balance of the laps, and yeah, we got a start to finish first place. Good, happy.
Class D podium, first place Neil, second place Shane, third place Ellen, and believe it or not, Bernard with a small wing in fourth.
Over into Class E, we've got first Craig Herbst, second Manny Ribeiro, and third Nicholas Fisher.
Craig and Nick Herbst, father and son team. Tell me, what's it like to race together?
Look, it's great. You know, for motor racing, everything is never just about the racing out there. It's about the camaraderie, and to be able to do this kind of thing with your son, it's about as good as it gets.
Now, Nick, your dad had a great time in the first race. Can you keep it up?
I hope so. I'm going to have to do hopefully as well as he did, just go a lot less farming.
Farming? He's being rude there.
No, he's not. Unfortunately, he's hit the nail on the head. He's a lot more talented than I am. So, I went off twice. All 4 wheels off the track and throwing a lot of dust around. But what the heck? What do they say? If you don't fall off, you're not trying hard enough.
Awesome. So what's the time you have to beat?
Got to try beat at 2:16.7. That's I think what Craig set in race 1. So if I can get a 10th or 2, hopefully we'll be coming home and I've got the bragging rights.
And here we have the time trialers. It's a firm favourite amongst the BMW Car Club. We've been doing this now since around the 80s, I believe. And the guys really enjoyed it. It has grown over the years. The race series actually started from the time trials about 10, 11 years ago.
It's cool because it's open to absolutely everybody, not just necessarily BMW cars.
Yeah, we don't discriminate. So generally we've got more BMW classes, but we've got the non-BMW classes. So we cater for your Porsches, your Nissan GTRs, whatever. And those classes, basically we have a road and a race and a turbo and naturally aspirated class.
As you can see, that looks like a pretty stock standard BMW rolling through.
That's a 320 diesel, by the way. And here we have a Lotus piloted by either Nolan or Rob Gearing. They were sharing the car on the day.
Lotus always make for great little track cars.
And so E36 328s are awesome little cars for track days.
Ooh, this is something rare, ladies and gentlemen, built and put together by Grease Monkey Garage out in Pretoria. It is powered by a diesel motor.
A 50D, yes, a 50D. He calls it a M2 50D.
Super clean E36, man. That car looks impeccably clean. As much as it's a track car, a street car, it can be a super fresh show car.
That's actually, I would call it a concourse track car. That is beautiful, that car.
And obviously the Porsche boys wanted to get involved in the mix. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, there we have Ethel Collard in his beautiful Porsche there. Also a regular at all our track days for many years.
Achieved the best time of 2 minutes and 16 seconds for the day.
And here we have a newcomer to our race series. Unfortunately, his car wasn't ready, so he used his Merc GTR, setting a blistering time in a road-going car with road tires of 2 minutes and 8 seconds.
That's what 2 point something buys you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or maybe more. Maybe I'm actually out by a bar or two.
Maybe, yeah, could be more. And here we have Vigen Naidu. This is the ex-championship winning 2016 car of Julian Familiaris, which he has just purchased. He will be joining our race series this year, so he's just trying out the car, first time out, having a ball.
And essentially that is what the BMW Club Series is all about. It's about having fun. Yes, obviously there's a lot of competitive, souls and egos, but at the end of the day, you want to have some fun out there.
And to go home safely with your car in one piece.
And you.
Another interesting story. This is the original safety car from the Kyle Army 9 Hour 2019, owned and piloted by Philip Smith.
Hey, you don't have to sell me on the Porsche.
And here we have another regular at our events, Clinton Spence in his Subaru STI. Beautiful sounding car that, and he's always pretty quick.
Gotta love the Boxer, man. Boxer makes that unique sound. You also set a blistering time of
2 minutes and 7 seconds.
In a Scooby-Doo.
And here we have Arjun Leroux, the grandson of the famous Klippis Krieger. They've just been finishing developing that car, done by Peter Zili. It is a beautiful little car and it's pretty quick too, I must say, 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Well, I definitely appreciate the work that went into that aero kit.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Check out that diffuser, almost like Andreas's car actually.
Same WhatsApp group.
Here's Uli Sani in his newly acquired Z4, originally run by Len Henry Goby, built by G&H Transport. Beautiful car, very quick.
You should make an offer on that wing.
Nah, that one's too small.
Oof, now we're talking.
Here's the big boss. This is Leon Loubser. He's normally one of the quickest guys on track and normally one of the fastest BMWs on the day. That is a 335, beautifully turned out car.
Just a good looking race package. Straight into the start of race number 2, and Jackie Sector is in pole position in that 51-year-old classic.
That Batmobile, but I think Adrian Dalton will have him by the first corner, and he does.
Obviously, CSL, turbocharged, big wing, lots of positive attitude, gets him in pole.
And here we're going to have a nice ding-dong battle between the Class B boys.
Gotta love the view we have from Andreas's car.
Oh, there's a touch. Carlo's gone off. Carlo's gone farming. He's gone into the back of Salvi, looks like. Jagger's making some moves here on Jan Everstein. Do you think he'll stick?
Getting up close, man. Up close and personal.
Looks like the German also wants to get up close and personal with Jan.
It makes it a little bit easier when you got a sequential gearbox, right?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit easier. Hey, German.
Piloting through the bends, ladies and gentlemen, keeping everything nice and tidy.
As we go into the short back straight down towards Benoni.
Let's see if German's going to make quick of this.
Back to the front markers, we got the Batmobile. He seems to be doing quite well in this race.
Salvi's already losing parts and pieces.
Yeah, the bumper's gone with that collision with Carlo early on. But he's got Osbia Joni, the pullman, trying to chase him down. Jagged right behind him, Jan Everstein and the German.
Got to give it up to Jagger, man, holding his own amongst seasoned veterans.
True. And we have a gaggle of S54s trying to chase down that 328 turbo of Salvi's.
I got to say, German's playing his patient game here, keeping quite patient. He knows he has the power to outrun most of the cars that are in front of him right now. He's just patiently waiting for his turn.
As they go now back onto that main straight, the back straight. Let's see what's going to happen here. It looks like Jagger's trying to make some moves on Oz there.
I definitely think German's going to make a move in the next corner.
I think we're going to have 2 overtakes here.
Who's going to be the outbreaking game winner?
And Jagger's through. Oz has closed the door on the German. Yeah, now Jan's gone to the back of that pack.
Nice to see Jan getting his car repaired in between heats. Jackie Schechter still holding his own. Salvi trying to overtake him on the next corner. Is he going to make it stick? Nope. He's going to play in the back. Gotta love the good-looking E46s taking corners together. Salvi once again. Ooh! Salvi getting really risky with a 51-year-old race car.
But Jackie's a seasoned veteran and kept him at bay.
Respect your elders, son. Car sure looks good, man. For a 51-year-old design, that Batmobile still holds its own.
And here we go back to the Brat Pack, Class E. That's Craig Herbst on the outside of Nicholas Fisher making a move. I think he's going to make it stick, trying to chase down Manny. Back to the battle of Class B. Salvi's keeping them at bay with the bumper hanging off the back of his car.
Italian, Papa, Italian. They got a lot of passion. Oh, Jackie causing a little bit of traffic in between Jagger and the German.
I wonder if those S54s will be able to get past that 51-year-old car.
I don't know, but the German must be feeling a little bit of intimidated seeing the 15-year-old holding him back.
Let's see now, as we go back on board with the German. Let's see as we go into the long straight.
Jagger just makes a turn on the inside.
Let's see if the German will also be able to get past.
Oh, German definitely going to try and launch an attack for the next corner.
And there you go, German's passed. Now he's going to be set on Jagger.
Nice, clean and tidy. Jagger's going to have to take a little bit of a defensive line going into this corner.
As we see Salvi in the front, he's still reasonably far away from them, but I'm sure they'll be trying to catch up to him soon.
Jagger's definitely going to start feeling the pressure, seeing German colours approaching him in a heartbeat.
Enviro colours, actually, to be precise.
True story. Ooh, German's still playing a patient game out here, man. Steven is still leaving a lot.
We're back to Class C, and Manny's been overtaken now by Craig Herbst, followed by Nicholas Fisher. Check it, Manny. I wonder if he's using brakes. That guy's a bit crazy.
I've known Manny for a couple of years. Crazy is definitely a good description.
Check out that taxi. Where on earth do you see a taxi chasing a race car?
What an epic assortment of BMWs right here at Bridgestone BMW Club Racing. This is race number 2, round 1.
Salvi still in front of Class B, still having issues with his bumper trailing his car. But Jagger's now a bit under pressure from the German. Look at those flames coming out of the side of that STC.
Gotta love that E36. What an epic car, man.
As we now go into the background, who's that? That looks like Renee Smith, followed by Nick Macris, Matthew Wadley, Fabio Fedetto, and Trevor Long in the roof surgeon car.
Nice to see a lot of development happening in that BMW M4.
Yeah, I think he's going to go Class B quite soon. I think his plan is to go to Class A with that car. Yeah, we have them again. Renee Smith in front still, followed by Fabio, Matthew Wadley. And looks like Trevor Long is making a move on Fabio Fedetto. I don't know if he did make it or not. I think he's got him.
As for our fans and viewers, as you can see, most of the E36 have wide body kits. Why? Because they got to widen the track of the car. The wider the car, the better it handles the corner if it's set up right.
And I think Oz is out. He's slowing down on the side there of the back straight. I wonder if he's going to make it. I think he stopped. And here we have 317, Matthew Wadley, as he tries to get through the field in Class C.
As you can see, the most popular vehicle on the track is an E36 BMW. Why? Because it's the best, cheapest, most affordable car to modify for the Bridgestone BMW Club Series.
Back with Fabio Fedetto as this battle rages on. 5-car battle. This is going to be epic.
And this is what makes racing exciting, is when you get the scrimmages, the battle, the wars.
It is awesome. It's such an awesome feeling being in the car racing and battling it out with someone else.
Last year's champion in his class, Nick, still figuring out the new chassis, the new body, and having a few gremlins on the day in that black E36.
And Jagger's now caught up to Salvi. German right up behind him.
German must
There's a move.
Oh,
Jagger's
nicely done, Jagger. Nicely done.
And I think the German will follow, and he has. Unfortunately, Salvi went farming slightly over there, but he's fine. He's back on track.
Oh, here comes the move on Jagger, ladies and gentlemen. German into that corner. Is he going to make it stick?
Back on board with the German. He's trying his best to get past Jagger.
As young as Jagger is, he has a lot of racing experience and he knows how to hold a defensive line.
Let's see what happens now to turn 1 as the German puts his nose in and he's through. German has gone to the lead of Class B.
Give it up to Andreas, man. He's a patient guy. He just played the patience game, waited for the right move, and he made it stick.
But Jagger's not giving up. He's still going to try. He's got the inside line, but I think he's not going to have the inside line sideways.
Nice battle, boys and girls. Nice battle.
That was an awesome move. German is finally in front. That was awesome.
Epic battle between the E36 and the E46 platform right here at Bridgestone BMW Club Racing. Andreas manages to overtake and hold the position over Jagger.
Salvi's still in the background. I wonder if he'll be able to keep up to them.
As they hit the short straight.
Back to this 5-car epic battle here, Class C.
So what is the most competitive class in the series right now?
I would say Class B and Class C is pretty much competitive, and then Class E is all the new guys. We've got Flames coming out of next car again.
Next question, who's got the biggest class? Who has the biggest class?
Class C.
Definitely.
Class C. But Class B, I think that's where the battles are going to be this year.
German making that car just looks sexy smooth through any corner. Left-hander, right-hander, he's making it move.
Let's see if Jagger can get past him here down that long straight.
Got to give it up to Jagger. He's 15 years old, got a lot of confidence, phenomenal racer, a lot of family history in racing, and he's not intimidated by the big boys.
Yeah, German's pulled a bit of a gap on him though. Let's see if he'll close the gap on the braking. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, such a sound.
Just appreciating the sound. I didn't even want to, just appreciating the sound as they hit the main straight.
Back down to turn 1. German, I think, yeah, he's fine. He's staying in front.
Using all those gears in the sequential box.
And yeah, we have Nicholas van Zyl. He's trying to catch his old car, the 1 Series.
Adrian Dalton catching up once again into the back markers.
I think he's going to lap them now very easily down the main straight.
That car is super quick.
There's the blue flags. They're out the way.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is why Adrian Dalton is first position in Class A.
Just a pity we didn't have the other Class A guys here to have a bit of fun and games.
Led the day, also had the fastest time on the day?
He had. Fastest BMW of the day. There's he overtaking John Matos in the Touring Turbo. And he looks like he's chasing down Manny now to lap him.
Manny in the BMW Club Taxi, rocking a Touring E46. Just having a fun day with the guys out on track.
Now looks like we're down to a 4-car battle. Who's missing it? Nick Macros. I think he's past Renid, yes. He's past Renid and he's gotten away from them. There's he there. Trevor Long, I think he's trying to overtake Fabio Ferretti. No, he couldn't make the move stick.
Got to give it up to the wide body kit of Roof Surgeon. That car looks very, very aggressive.
It's a pretty looking car too.
Oh, we got some E30 box shape action.
Back to Class D. Shane Krobler in the boxy, chasing down Neil Reynolds. In front of them, John Matos and Alan Hilligan, all in Class D. This is an epic battle.
Slatom boxy, Slatom.
Here comes the German again, and Jagger, I think he's now cemented that position.
As they cross the line for the final and last lap, give it up to Jagger, man. He's put on an epic performance for a young, talented racer that he is.
And this is his first outing in these big cars. Again, the Germans, flames coming out the side of that car.
Mr. Consistency, Andreas, comes through in the E36. Adrian Dalton takes the final corner and goes through to take the checkered flag first in Class A.
Once again, well done, Adrian, and that beautifully turned out M3 E46 CSL Turbo from Extra Shoes Clothing.
And it comes down to the wire for Andreas and Jagger.
I think that back marker might get in the way.
Oh, Jagger catching up to him. Oh, it's going to be across the line.
It's quite close. Jagger was right up his bumper.
Andreas manages to take first in Class B.
And second overall.
Give it up for the youngster, man. That man deserves a round of applause. Jagger Robertson.
Yeah, it's Class C. Lyle Ramsey, he wins Class C, followed by Salvi in Class B. His bumper's still hanging here.
Weight reduction. He's going to go back to the workshop and try and figure that all out.
And there we have in second place Nick Macris. Look at the big gap now. Here's the rest of that pack that he got away from. Who's going to take it? Denise Smith, Matthew Wadley, and Trevor Long in the Roof Surgeon car.
Class A honours went to the top podium spot of Adrian Dalton in the M3 E46 CSL, and second place went to Jackie Schechter in the 51-year-old Batmobile.
Class B, first Andreas Meyer, second Jagger Robertson, and third Jan Everstein.
Adrian, congratulations. Astounding victory today.
Yes, yeah, no, it went well. The car's reliable. Did a 150.70 in the last race, which I thought it would go a little bit quicker, but I think the track was quite slippery. I think all the time was a little bit down. But yeah, the car's reliable. The team prepared a good car, and yeah, we brought it home.
Okay, what was the most exciting part of your race?
Staying on the track. Had a few big slides out there, but yeah, otherwise it was a bit lonely because we lacked a bit of competition in the A class today. But I'm sure they'll all be back in the next race, so we look forward to that.
Well, Andreas, I think you wanted to show him the way today, but he did have a bit of showing to do of his own.
Yeah, he did. He's pretty fast, 15 years old. I was really, really amazed. He can handle the car on the limit. He's a great driver.
And Jagger, that second race was very tight.
Yeah, no, it was a very, very nice race. Me and Andreas had an awesome battle from start to finish. Nice clean race, left each other just enough space, didn't have any incidents, so all in all, what an awesome day.
And what do you think of the Red Star track? Have you raced here before?
I've raced here in the Legends before, first time out in the BMWs, so I think all in all it was a very good weekend.
Any tips you can pass on?
No, he will practice a little bit more in a proper car because he used to race the Legends, and it's slightly different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a much different ball game.
So I think he's gonna catch me soon. Give him 2 more races.
Class C podium looked like this. First place, Lyle Ramsey. Second place, Nick Macris. And third place, Rainier Smith.
And in Class D, first was Neil Reynolds, second Shane Krobler in the Boxy, and third Alan Hilligan.
Class E looked a little bit like this. Nicholas Fischer, first place. Second place went to Manny Ribeiro. And third place, Thomas Porchita.
Nick, congratulations. Great day today. Tell me about it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the first race was a little disappointing, finishing third, but we were getting used to the new setup and improvements made over the car over the winter period, or summer period at least. And the second race was phenomenal. We came first, and overall the race with Manny was quite challenging, but very, very cool to have a battle with him.
And this round of the Bridgestone BMW Car Club Race Series was dedicated to Wally Pappas. Rest in peace, Wally.